Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtaki. So, you all received the notes of the first chapter, complete summary. Actually, this notes is not prepared very systematically, for that matter, just like we did in Bhagavad Gita, a little different. This was actually the notes which I had prepared for myself while I was preparing for the sessions. So, it may not have sometimes full sentences, but it has all the bullet points. As we cover, you will understand, and I also mentioned some important shlokas which can be memorized also as we go. Now today, we are trying to understand the last section. If you remember, we already discussed the first section, Sambandha Videya Prayojana. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmantyasya Yato Anyata Titarvasratesha Vignasvara. So what does it mean? How God is addressed in Bhagavatam in the first verse itself as the Supreme Lord, our relationship with God. Then it is also said, what we do, we hear about the Lord. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parairishwaraha Vedyam Vasto Vatra Vastu Shivadam. This Bhagavatam, what does it do? It actually rejects all other scriptures which encourage us to do Karma Kanda. We studied in a Gita class. Karma Kanda means what? Enjoying in this world. Punya you do, you can enjoy more. Papa you do, you suffer more. Those who understand the intricacies of the Punya and Papa very intelligently work according to that and enjoy more and more and more. That is called Karma Kanda. That is why the Bhagavad Gita, one of the disqualification of the Sattva-guna people is explaining. Jnana Sangena Badnati Sukha Sangena Chanaka. So what happens in Sattva-guna, in the 14th chapter of Gita, Krishna says, even in the Sattva-guna what happens, one will be filled with the knowledge. That's a quality of Sattva-guna. You can sit and read scriptures, you have knowledge. With the knowledge, you will act accordingly in such a way that you will get punya. You will be very careful not to do papa and do charity. Then what will you get? Sukha. Then you get sukha in this world. You can become up to Indra. So, you can enjoy in this world like this. But there is one drawback for this. The drawback is that you will be in this world only. That is a drawback. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi will not leave you. You can get all sukha, but you cannot stop the old age. You cannot stop the disease. You cannot stop the suffering of Mrityu. This you cannot stop. And Upadrataha, the Lord of troubles. Indra is not free from troubles. Indra is always anxious. What is Indra's anxiety? Somebody may come in my position. He is continuously watching. Oh, Vishwamitra may come at any time. So immediately he sends me to stop. So, he is a Prutu. Raja Prutu Maharaj, Bhagavatam story comes. Prutu Maharaj almost done, about to become Indra. The last Ashwamedha Yaga when Indra is doing, as Prutu is doing, Indra comes in the form of, in the dress of a saint, sannyasi, and steals the horse. Because other form, if he comes, people, sannyasi, they respect. So he cheated, like that, and stole the horse. So he is always in anxiety. Who will come to my position and I may lose my position. Demons are always anxious. For what? Demons are also anxious because they depend on their power. This is a lesson for all of us. Anybody depends on their ability, their intelligence, their money, their property is sure to undergo anxiety in this world. We should depend on God. We should not depend on ourselves. Because our energy is limited, our intelligence is limited. If you think smart, then a smarter person will be there. If you think smartest person will be there. You will always be under anxiety. Losing of the wealth and position. So very difficult. So Bhagavatam hence does not encourage the scriptures. There are scriptures. Vedic scriptures are meant for everybody. There is a shastra for fighting the war also, there is a shastra for medicine also. Ayurveda also there and Dhanurveda, the Dhanurvidya also there. So everything is there in the Vedas. So Vedas give everything. So it's very carefully should be taken. You should not take everything. We should not get stuck in this world for the material happiness. So Bhagavatam hence what it says, Dharma projita kaitavo atra parama nirmatsaranam satam. Bhagavatam rejects all this kind of cheating religion. Kaitava dharma, cheating religion, rejects. And what does it give? Vedyam vastava vastu atra. It gives the real stuff to your life, real happiness to your life. And then, how does this Bhagavatam has come? It is a ripened fruit of the Vedic tree. It's a sum and some substance, summary of all the Vedic literatures. Purpose of studying Vedas is given in the Bhagavatam. Result is in Bhagavatam. Like you grow mango tree behind your house in a big backyard. What is the purpose you are growing? When you are bringing a seedling or saplings, what do you ask? Oh, this is Totapuri, this is this, this is this. Then you bring water and carefully take care. Wait for one day Totapuri to come, isn't it? Then you waited. After some time, papaya has come. You feel so disheartened. So we look for the fruit. The fruit of Vedic knowledge is Bhagavatam. Nigama kalpataror ghalitam palam shukamukam mruda drava samyutam. This Bhagavatam is also tasted by the bird Shuka parrot, which is very sweet. And it is bringing the simile to Shukadeva Goswami, who spoke Bhagavatam. When you drink Bhagavatam, pibata Bhagavata rasmalayam, you will enjoy fully. That enjoyment which Bhagavatam can deliver to you, which can't be delivered by any other scriptures. It will give the rasa, the enjoyment of Krishna prema, bhakti for Krishna. That's it, Bhagavata is important. And then comes after this, next comes the setting the scene for the sages' inquiries. So as the Kali Yuga began, all sages, this brings the relevance. Now we understood the purpose of Bhagavatam. Now we get next section is the relevance of Bhagavatam to our life. What is the relevance of Bhagavatam to our life? This is meant for age of Kali Yuga. Great sages who could live for 1000 years, even in the Kali Yuga, the very beginning of Kali Yuga, who have seen Krishna, they just crossed the upper and came. They decided to do 1000 year sacrifice. That time, they asked some questions. They are worried what will happen in the future for people. In that context, they come and worship Suta Goswami and invite Suta Goswami. Who is Suta Goswami? Suta is son of Romaharshana Suta. He heard Bhagavatam from Shukadeva Goswami. So he has a qualification. So to speak Bhagavatam. And he is called Goswami. The meaning of Goswami means go means senses. Go means senses. Swami means master. One who has mastered the senses is called Goswami. Goswami is not some title, caste. Goswami is a qualification. Just like you say, doctor. Dr. Manju. She is qualified to be a doctor, studied and practiced, and then he is doctor. Somebody called engineer, he puts his profile, he is studied. So like a Goswami is a qualification. Goswami is not a caste. In fact, this in the North India it is more. You know, they hear this Dvivedi, Trivedi, Chaturvedi, isn't it? What is this? Actually, it is a qualification. One who has studied all the 4 Vedas, he is being given title as Chaturvedi. One who studied 3 Vedas, okay, for him, Trivedi. Like somebody attended Gita class, we give course completion certificate. Somebody has written exam, we give certificate of excellence. So like they have Trivedi. Those who studied 2 Vedas, Dvivedi, isn't it? So now we hear and there, Pankaj Trivedi, Dvivedi, Chaturvedi, they don't know ABCD of Vedas. It has become caste in the Kali Yuga. You are Goswami, Arnab Goswami. He is not controlling his anger. You can really see that, isn't it? So this has become today caste, but Suta Goswami, when they are saying, they are referring to a great sage who has controlled his senses. This is the meaning of even Swami. In our culture also Swami is. Swami is actually meant for somebody who has controlled his senses, master. Who has mastered his senses. This is a great qualification in the Vedic culture. Somebody is controlling senses is considered to be great in the society. Shreshtaha. Then Vediyadi Achariti Shreshta. Everybody follows them. Now today is the opposite. Isn't it? What people are doing? Highest sense gratifier. No control over his senses is considered to be great in today's society. Isn't it? What is the Bollywood actors and actresses doing? Are they Goswamis? No. They are fully leaving their senses for enjoyment. Now slowly we have given them the high position. So this is not correct as per Vedic culture. Here you see Suta Goswami is respected. Suta Goswami is being glorified by sages. They glorified him as Anagha, freed from all vices. Adhitani, well versed in all the scriptures, Puranas and histories. Vedavidam, eldest learned Vedantist. Saumya, gentle, pure and simple. Snigdhasya, very submissive. He is very submissive to his predecessor acharyas. These are the qualities. So we as a devotees of Lord Krishna try to acquire these good qualities. Starting with Snigdhasya, should become very submissive to the Guru. So we should be in the mood of submissiveness to the spiritual master. Then we should become gentle, pure and simple. This is how one should progress. These are the qualities we should try to acquire in our life. So now sages are glorifying Suta Goswami. Then as the Suta Goswami is ready to answer, they start asking questions. If I am not wrong, we covered up to few verses. And the first question is, let us see, verses. Who are asking these questions? Who is asking these questions? Sages. What kind of sages they are? They are the great sages who are performing 1,000 years sacrifice. Please repeat after me. Their question is, Tatra tatranja sayushman Bhavata yad vinishchitam Pumsam ekantata shreyaha Samsitum arhas Yannas tanna samsitum arhasi Tatra tatranja sayushman Bhavata yad vinishchitam Pumsam ekantata shreyaha Tanna samsitum arhasi. Now they are asking a very good question. Their question is, please therefore. Why they are saying please therefore? Because they said, you are such and such, you are a great person. Please therefore, being blessed with many years, explain to us in an easy, understandable way what you have ascertained to be the absolute and ultimate good for people in general. So sages are very, very kind to all of us. On our behalf, they are asking what is good for all of them, people in general. Please tell. This is their first question. After asking the first question, they go to next question. As I explained the last class, still for the purpose of flow, I will again take it up. Please repeat. Prayena alpayusha sabhya Kalau asmin yuge janaha Manda samanda matayo Manda bhagyahi upadritaha. Now, why sages are asking this question? Because in the Kali Yuga, prayena alpayusha sabhya, everybody is short-lived. They don't live for a long time, many years in the Kali Yuga. They live for a very short time. O learned one, in this island age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. So this I need not explain. Last class I explained how we are short-lived. What is the end of Kali Yuga? The age will be 25 to 30 years old. So that will be the lifespan of people at the end of Kali Yuga. Now at least we see 100 years is supposed to be in Kali Yuga. But today we all are accepted one truth. 70 varsha badkidre doddu. 70, 80. Then okay for us. Anybody they having aspiration I should live for 100 years. Very good. So some people say 100 years you live. You say no, 100 years I don't want. Enough of 70 years. So very unlikely that people live for 100 years, and it go on decreasing as the years pass by. That it will reduce to 25 years. Prayena alpayusha. Because of this, we cannot achieve something any great. Time is very less. Kalavasmi Gejana. Mandas mandavatayo. What are they? They are mandaha, very lazy. Mandavati. Then sumandamatayaha, then misguided. Then mandabhagya, very unlucky. Not very good. And I explain, so I will not explain this now. Upadritaha, very disturbed. Disturbed by so many things around us. By people around us, by living beings around us, by Prakriti, the nature, and everything is troubling us. This is a Upadritaha situation. Because of this situation, the sages are asking the question, what is good for everybody? Please tell. That is the context. And further they say, there are many varieties of scriptures, and all of them, there are many prescribed duties which can be learned only after many years of study in their various divisions. Therefore, O sage, please select, very important, please select essence of all the scriptures and explain it to for the good for all living being, that by which instruction their hearts may be fully satisfied. So explain the essence. By hearing that, they will be fully satisfied. Contented. Is contented life, satisfied life. It's a God's gift. Not everybody. Somebody may be very rich, but not satisfied. But somebody may not be so rich, but very satisfied. Contented life. One will be fully satisfied after hearing this. Such kind of knowledge you tell me. Essence of all scriptures. So just ask this question. So second question is done. We see in your book. So our first question is, what is ultimate good for all? Second question is, explain the essence of all scriptures for the good of all living beings. So two questions are covered. Third question. Okay. Third question is here. Sudha janasi bhadram te bhagavan sattvatam patihi devakyam vasudevasya jato yasya chikirshaya. So now their question is, O Sutta Goswami, you know for what purpose the personality of Godhead appeared in the womb of Devaki as the son of Vasudeva. What is the son of Vasudeva? Vasudeva or Krishna. So why did Krishna come as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva? Please tell us. So this also signifies Krishna is not ordinary. Some ordinary person became very powerful king. Sometimes people say the story like this. He is an historical person and he is a great king, so we worship him. No, sages are asking particularly, why did he come? What is the purpose Krishna came? So that question number 3. Why they are asking that question? Because they are realizing some power of Krishna. What are they realizing? Is in the next verse. We are eager to learn about the personality of Godhead and its incarnations. Please explain to us those teachings imparted by previous acharyas. For one who is uplifted both by speaking them and by hearing them. By hearing about Krishna Leela, what happens? We raise in our spiritual life. By speaking about Krishna Leela, also we raise in our spiritual life. So it's very, very powerful. So we want to know about him, why he came. And further, they are asking, please in your handout also, verse number 14. Apannaha samsrutim ghoram yannama vivasho grinan tatah satyo vimuccheta yad viveti swayam bhayam yannama vivasho grinan. It is said, living beings who are entangled in the complicated mesh of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Krishna. Not consciously. Unknowingly you are chanting the holy name of Krishna. That's a power. Which is feared even by the fear personified. Bhaya itself gets scared by the holy name of God. That means if you chant the holy name, you have no bhaya. You should not be scared. Whenever you get scared in your life, you should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bhaya will run away from them. Whenever you suffer, whenever you go through any pain, you should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Immediately, all the difficulties will go. You can experience. If you are undergoing too much pain, chant. Pain will reduce to a great extent. That's the power of holy name. It's a practical. You can check yourself. So, the Yannama Vivasho Pranam, your Nama is so powerful. You are unconsciously chanting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, even one word of chanting, like Rama. So, Ra in one sentence, beginning, Ma is something else. They also will get benefited. Because Ra is there, Ma is there, they will get But to chant the holy name of Lord, we should have eligibility. That is given by the Lord Himself as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our life. So he said, Tatrapi niyamitaha smaranena kalaha etadrishi tavakrupa bhagavan mamapi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, to chant the holy name of Lord, I don't put any condition. Anybody can chant. Anywhere we can chant. In a bathroom we can chant. No problem. Anywhere, everywhere we can chant the holy names of the Lord. That special credit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. Otherwise, not everybody can chant the holy names of the Lord. They will never, in their mouth, never, it will come. Recently, one of the very senior devotees, our Stoka Krishna Swamiji had come here about 6 months back. And then we went to one very rich man's house in Bangalore as a visit. So, as he spoke, then Maharaj said, you see, you have become old now. It's the time you should chant Hare Krishna mantra. That old person was not opening the mouth. Then Swamiji said, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. She's not opening mouth. Not opening. So much he tried to pursue, chant Hare Krishna. Then she is saying, chant Mandi Kagadula. The same strength to say, I cannot chant, he can chant Krishna. No. There is some cartoon which Srila Prabhupada used to refer. Wife is telling husband, chant, chant, chant. Husband is telling, can't. So chanting holy name to come in the tongue, we should do punya. You know, in the Valmiki, he was a hunter. He didn't have the credits to chant Rama name. Then what was given to him? He chant Ma Ra. Ma Ra, Ma Ra, Ma Ra, Ma Ra, Ma Ra, Ma Ra. That's how he chanted for 60,000 years. Then he became Valmiki Maharshi, got eligibility to write Valmiki Ramayana. This is history. So we have got an opportunity to chant the holy names of the Lord. We should not miss this. We should always chant the holy. That's why what is Dasa said? Narajanma Bandaga, Nalike Iruvaga, Krishna Bharati. So great. Chanting holy names instead of speaking something nonsense. All these cartoons which come for children, which has no meaning at all. Some Biggie Woogie and Cinderella and I don't know what all comes these days. There's no meaning in it. So if they somehow get attached to Krishna, Rama, we show them little Krishna. Small children also can chant the holy names of the Lord. Anybody can chant. It's very easy. But one should have special mercy of the Lord. So Yannama Vivasho Grinan, what happens? Living beings that are entangled in the complicated meshes of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy names of the Lord. Lord Chaitanya said, even Muslims who say Harami, they also get benefited because Harami, Ra is there, Ma is there. Harami. That's the power of chanting holy names of God. That's why Ajamila got liberated by saying unconsciously. So this is a request of all the acharyas, Dasa, everybody has requested. This is a human form of life. The animals cannot speak. They are dumb. They cannot speak. You can. You can use your tongue to chant the holy names of the Lord. So, Apanna Samskritim Ghoram. The Ghoram, such a complicated mesh of birth and death, will be liberated by chanting holy. Which Nama? His Nama, Tan Nama, or Yan Nama, that Lord. That is why they are asking why he has taken birth as son of Devaki Vasudeva. That person. They are referring to that person's Nama. That is so powerful. Why has he taken birth? The next verse, please stand. is in your printout. Yat pada samshaya suta munaya prashamanaya munaya prashamayana satyah punanti apasprushta satyah punanti upasprushta Svadhuni aponu sevaya. So the meaning, O Sutta, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the waters of the Ganga can sanctify only after prolonged use. Now they are glorifying Sutta Goswami, great sages. The sages can purify everybody just to come in touch with them, whoever takes shelter of them. But they are saying Ganga river after using for so many times only get purified. But if you take shelter of the great sage like Sutta Goswami or the pure devotee of the Lord, so they will immediately get purified. Then hence, they are concluding. Hence, what is that? Sorry, I missed the 16th verse. So, who is there desiring from the vices of the age of quarrel? Who is not willing to hear the virtuous glories of the Lord? So, somebody who knows this, who does not want to hear the glories of the Lord? Hence, you tell us the glories of the Lord is their question. His transcendental acts are magnificent, gracious, great learned sages like Narada sing of them. Please therefore speak to us who are eager to hear about the adventures he performs in his various incarnations. My dear Sutta Goswami, please explain to us the adventures performed by the Lord Krishna. What did he do? What are his qualities? Then further, O wise Sutta, please narrate to us the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Godhead's multi-incarnations. Such auspicious adventures and pastimes of Lord, the Supreme Controller, are performed by His internal powers. Lord's Leelas are happening by His sweet will. This is the difference we should know. When you say there is some problem, Krishna is tending cows to forest, all of a sudden one demon came. Demon wanted to kill Krishna. Now, is it that Krishna came under great challenge now? No. If it is happening in our life, we go somewhere, some great challenge has come, difficulty has come in our life. We say it is because of our karma, some difficulty has come, we have to cross over. But in Krishna's case, what it is? It is His sweet will. Internal powers means He decides who should come, what should happen. It is not that He decided by His karma. Krishna is not under the karma. Krishna said this in Bhagavad Gita. Even though I made all the rules, I am not under the karma. Isn't you all read the Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? So people mistakenly think this God is under some karma. Like recently I was hearing one spiritual guru is telling that Rama's life is full of distress. But Rama, overcoming that distress, he did not become angry. He is withstood that and smilingly faced all the difficulties of his life. Hence we worship him. No, sir. This is not as per the scriptures what he is saying. Not as per the acharyas. We should adhere to the acharyas like Madhvacharya. Ramanujacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnupadacharya, Shankaracharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should stick to the bona fide acharyas who give the understanding of the scriptures. People who have not read the scriptures should not comment on the gods. Actually, Rama did not undergo any depression or distress. What is there for him? He knows everything. Entire world is in his under control. Anybody chanted Rama's name, they are liberated from this material world. Can't he find his wife? Is it so difficult for him? Who gave the energy to Ravan? Who gave the powers for the Ravan to fly in the air in the Pushpaka Vimana? If Rama decides let it crash, it will crash. How did Hanuman jump? Ram, he said, and he jumped from in Bharata to Lanka. Then Ram also could have jumped. All of us come, let us all say Ram and jump. Why bridge? Why did he do all these things? This is his sweet will. Leela. When he is doing Leela, he gives opportunity for many people to engage in his service. Not only at that time, in the future, somebody can narrate Ramayana. The person who is narrating Ramayana will get benefited. Person who is hearing Ramayana also will get benefited. With the sweet pastimes and devotees of the Lord enjoy hearing glories of the Lord. So that is why here it said, performed by his internal powers. He did not perform all these things with the external powers. What is the external power? Is Panchabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether, external world. Everything goes by law in the external world. If you drop an object, it will fall. Gravity will act. But for Rama, gravity does not act. You write Rama in the stone and it will float on the water. So, the Lord is not under the distress. So, it is wrong to compare Supreme Lord. Why otherwise we have to worship him after millions of years? When did Lord Rama come? Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, 5,000 years is past. Dwapara Yuga is how much? 8,64,000. Rama came when? Treta Yuga. Means when? Some lakhs of years, maybe it is like 17, 18 lakh years back. Why are we worshipping him now? Why are we interested in Ayodhya now? Why there are no kings after that to worship? Why can't we worship Ashoka? Why can't we worship another great king, Rana Pratap Singh? Why people are mad after Ram? Because Ram has a magic. When chanting his name, you get elevated in spiritual life. He is not an ordinary person. He enacted the pastimes with his internal potency. Antar Shakti. His Hladini Shakti. So he has performed his wonderful acts. Like that Krishna also has performed his multi-incarnations. Such auspicious adventures and pastimes of the Lord, the Supreme Controller, are performed by his internal powers. So please tell us. See, that is why their question is very relevant. We want to know how did they act. Then we never, you see here, the next verse it is saying, we never tire. We'll please chant this verse. It's verse number 19. Vayam tu na vitrupyama. Vayam tu na vitrupyama. Uttama shloka vikrame. Chavatam prasajnanam Swadu swadu pade pade. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the personality of God, who is glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste of our transcendental relationships with him relish hearing his pastimes at every moment. Very easy to understand. If you are a mother, your child's activities, loving activities, Any number of times he can remember. He enjoys it. If the material love has so much of power, then imagine how much power it is there, should be there in loving God. One can never be tired of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. So we never get tired by chanting Krishna's holy name. Every day we chant 16 mala. Means it takes 2 hours, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We don't get tired. And we don't ask for change of mantra. Same mantra we are chanting. We don't get bored. In the new social media era, the movie era, how long a movie song remains famous? People keep singing. If you ask some devotees who are 50, 60 years old, 70 years old, you can tell their song of your era, Amitabh Bachchan song, Rajkumar song. Now if you ask my generation, they will Shah Rukh Khan song. No, I don't know new generation who is. So then I stop watching movies. What happened? What's going on? So that song for some time it goes on. Then it's gone. But Hare Krishna mantra, same mantra we are chanting, same song we are singing in the temple, we don't get bored. So this is the power of Lord. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. More we chant, more we like to chant. That is the power of the holy names of the Lord. One of the Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, one of the Acharyas, Parampara, he says, let me have 1,000 mouths and thousands of ears to hear the chanting the holy name of God. Still it is not sufficient to chant the holy name. That's a power. So hearing the Lord's holy name, hears Lord's glories, pastimes are very wonderful. Every year we celebrate Ashtami. Same story. Krishna taking birth, Krishna stealing butter, Krishna is lifting Govardhana hill. Nobody till now told Swamiji, enough, this time thoda alag karenge. Thoda difference hai. Govardhana nahi, Himalaya hota hai. So thoda change karke bata dijiye. So we don't change anything. Little bit change, people get disturbed. Somebody made a movie. What is that? Purush. All Purush. They said, no, see, they changed Rama's face, they changed Hanuman's face. Everybody is disturbed about it. Nobody wants to change this. They want to, as it is, they don't want change, they want to hear the same and again and again. This shows that Lord's pastimes are very transcendental. You keep on hearing. Then, if he does not come as avatar and perform pastimes, how will you discuss all these things? You can only say God is great, Allah Akbar. Then what is that you have to display about God? How will you elevate yourself to higher platforms of spiritual life? So you see, Sanatana Dharma is very vast, giving an opportunity for you to remember about God, for you to talk about God, hear about God. That is why he performs Leelas. Now that Leelas, he please explains. Sages are telling, please explain us the Leelas. And why they are saying? Because Kali Yuga people, they are not so intelligent. Manda, Sumanda, Madhya, Manda, Bhagya. They cannot understand the complicated philosophy. If I sit and explain 1 hour, Atma and Paramatma are different. It's Atma and Paramatma are one and the same. Just like the green bird goes as the green tree, and if you say tree is one but still bird is different, I go on explaining the same theory. This is being not tired. Next class, nobody will come. But if there are stories of the Lord, you like to hear, isn't it? So this is the power of the stories. So Kali Yuga, people are not very intellectual. This is very fact. You cannot much lodge. There are exceptions. There are some people who like philosophy because we are still in the beginning of Kali Yuga. But the sages are asking this so that in the Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami or Shukadeva Goswami going to narrate the Krishna Leelas so that it benefits everybody by hearing this. This is the purpose. So then, further they ask few more questions. Total there are 6 questions. It is there in your notes also. The 4 and 5 is over now. Fourth question, describe Lord's adventurous incarnations. They are called Purusha avatars. You know, Purusha avatars are like this: Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. Brahma is the creative potency. Guna avatars, he represents the Rajoguna, and Vishnu represents the Sattva-guna, and Shiva represents the Tamo-guna. So these are the Purusha avatars. And also there are Purusha avatars like Mahavishnu, Karanodakashaya Vishnu, or Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, Kshirodakashaya Vishnu. So Vishnu's expansions are there, which we will hear in the second canto of Bhagavatam in the detail. If I tell too much, again you get bored. So how the Vishnu's expansion, what he does, how he creates, and all those things. Too much of detail is there. What are the 24 elements in the creation? All these things are explained in Bhagavatam. Sometimes we will have to study that because that will come in Bhagavatam. So, narrate the Purusha avatars and Leela avatars. What are Leela avatars? Narasimha, Vamana, Rama, Krishna, all these are Leela avatars. They perform Leelas, pastimes and all. Some are Purusha avatars, their purpose of the creation they are there. Leela avatara is actually to enact different pastimes. So they are asking both the questions. You please narrate this about Lord. Then the last question. I'll read 2 more translations before I go to the last question. Now they are saying, Lord Shri Krishna, personality of Godhead along with Balarama, played like a human being. So he performed many superhuman activities. He masked it, the human being. Then, see here, Kalim Agatam Ajnaya Kshetre Asmin Vaishnave Vayam. Knowing well that the age of Kali has already begun, we are assembled here in this holy place to hear at great length the transcendental message of Godhead. In this way, perform sacrifices. Actually, the answer to this question is rest of Bhagavatam. Because they are saying, we assembled here, Kali has begun, we want to hear all this Krishna's pastimes. Then, we think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence. Just so too, we may accept you as a captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all good qualities of human beings. So, spiritual master in a life, Guru is considered to be captain of the ship. There is an analogy. This body is compared to boat. Suppose you are drowning in the ocean. To cross that, you require a boat, isn't it? So the human body, all other body, dogs body, cats body, and all cannot help to cross the ocean. Human body is like a boat. In that boat, there is some captain is required. It's very important. The captain guiding, it will go somewhere else. Even more difficult place you will reach. So the guiding person in your boat is spiritual master. Body is boat. Spiritual master is the captain of the boat or ship. And this boat is not running by diesel or coal. This boat is running by the breeze. You know, some boats are with the earlier days, boats with what is that called? Sails there. So the air, wind, they turn their direction using that. The favorable breeze also required. The favorable breeze for this boat is called Vedic literatures. So human body is the boat, and spiritual master Guru is the captain, and the scriptures are favorable wind. Then you can cross the Bhavasagra, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Punarabhi Dharanam Punarabhi, cross.